The title of this video is Wannabe Comedian Cuts Ties with Logan Paul. Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Justin DTV here with you. Got a question for you. Why is he a wannabe comedian? I'm guessing we're talking about George. I've been watching some of the Impulsive podcasts and he's not on there anymore. And the story behind it, I'm sure, has been because of that ongoing issue that they seem to have been having with George's religion and everything like that. And religion's a touchy subject when you're talking about anybody's religion, because some people just, they don't want to be involved in those kind of conversations. He didn't back down though, because every time it was brought up, he did stand up for himself. So I'm curious to see what this video is about. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and put some respect on George's name. He's not just a wannabe comedian. He seems like a nice guy.
So it has been around half a year since we last talked about the drama surrounding Logan Paul and his podcast Impulsive. Last time we talked about how the C-Mic on the show, wannabe funny man George Janko, got his panties in a twist in the face of veteran comedian Bobby Lee, and he actually took such offense to Bobby and his antics that he walked off in the middle of the podcast and took an Uber all the way home while crying in the back seat.
He is clocked out.
Yeah, I know. George has been under a tremendous amount of abuse. No, stop, George. I want you over here with me. George, I want you over here with me. Chase him down. And now we're going to have to deal with the fallout of this episode for the next 2 months. I swear to God, Bobby Lee, you've pissed off my co-host.
From here, this all led to a lot of tension between George and Logan, and you could see their relationship from both a personal and a business standpoint deteriorating in front of the eyes of the general public, as each week the two were making not so sly comments towards each other.
I think that you have so much going on in your life and you're so power driven that you will mull past your friends and family without knowing.
If I say something, I've said it intentionally.
One that really hurt me is you told me I need a therapist because I believe in Jesus.
No,
that one hurt me.
No, I didn't. I said you need a therapist because Jesus isn't quite doing it for you, which is true.
No, you didn't. I won't stand down. No, you didn't.
Obviously, religion is...
Ooh, really? Man, that...
Which is true.
No, you didn't. I won't stand down. No, you didn't.
Obviously, religion is something that is deeply sacred to George, and I think when Logan kept going out of his way to mock Jesus and George's faith, that was really the straw that broke the camel's back.
You're subscribed to the doctrine that perpetuates that information.
I'm subscribed to love my neighbor.
You're sitting in the same boat with some really hateful people.
Let me help.
You're a racist, a homophobic Christian. Obviously you do.
No, shut up, stop. I know people that hate me, that treat me better about my faith than you, and you're my best friend.
And on the other hand, George always off.
Well, clearly he's not. I think what I was thinking a second ago was I just couldn't believe that he said that. You need a therapist because Jesus isn't doing it for you. Religion can never, you can't jump on somebody's religion like that. It's just, I don't know. I mean, first of all, it seems like that third seat is just cursed, really, because did they have 2 other people on there before? And I remember they were going in on his one friend because he liked art, and they said that's boring. He wasn't keeping up with the culture, which, here nor there, but he seems not a good friend. Not a good friend.
That hate me, that treat me better about my faith than you, and you're my best friend.
And on the other hand, George always offering unwanted advice, forced jokes, and going on long monologues about his faith is what made Logan not want to work with him anymore. And so at some point, George just stopped being featured on the show without explanation, and so he started releasing his own weekly podcast on his personal YouTube channel, clickbaiting with the first episode, insinuating that he had been fired from Impulsive.
Logan fired me. And we're no longer friends anymore. It kind of sucks. But if you guys notice, I wasn't on the last episode, and obviously the episodes moving forward. No, obviously I'm still on Impulsive, guys. For any of you guys that are like, oh, their beef situation, and now he's starting his own lane. I decided to do this less than 20 hours ago.
And in the last episode of Impulsive he would appear on, it was very awkward.
What are you doing here?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you here, bro?
I thought we fired you, dummy.
They
fired me, but then they read the comments, and they're like, we got to bring this guy back right now. You suck, George. You're the worst person ever.
No, dude, what are you talking about? You clickbaited us.
You guys all came
You put an X through our faces.
You X'd our faces out. This is your show. You own equity in this show, and you canceled us, mother...
It was clear that this dynamic had run its course. This was no surprise to really anyone, as the third mic on the show is notorious for eventually leaving. But it was kind of different with the other two guys who didn't really have career aspirations in the online space. For George, this is definitely a sink or swim moment. And one night in the midst of all the drama, Mike was asked about George during a live stream, and that also got awkward.
Wait, Mike, I have no idea what's going on. I don't think a lot of Mike does. Why is Georgie not an impulsive anymore? Is that like you don't answer that?
He's too Christian.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
At all. Yeah.
And you guys out there do not want to have these types of awkward moments. You want to be confident in every situation. That's why I am once again teaming up with Teach Hanley. Right now it's the summertime.
Yeah, that's super awkward right there. I don't want to talk about it. Why not? That is an awkward situation, especially if it was your friend, really your friend. Why can't you just speak on it? Like, things weren't working and he decided to go a different direction. I mean, I don't think there's any problem with that. Maybe they signed some kind of deal or together as a conglomerate, like, hey, we're not going to talk about this situation because we don't want the public in it. And that's believable. But us as fans, we want to know what's happening.
It's hot outside, and you need protection from the sun. You do not want to be that guy who looks 10 to 15 years older than you actually are, all because you didn't do very simple things like washing and moisturizing your face. Thankfully, Teach has this amazing level 1 system that has everything you need, from a day face scrubs that I've used these 2 years. When you sign up today through my link, Teach is giving you guys, as well as these guys, skin, the pin, it's like the gloves have come off.
Thank you so much for the advertisement. I do appreciate it. I will be checking out the Teach product. Let's go.
It's clear that the podcast trio has officially disbanded, and shots have been fired from all directions.
Dude, let's start our own Impulsive.
Bro, we could.
Let's do it.
Dude, and then you'll be George. We'll sit over there, then the guests
I like that.
are not allowed to talk.
Wait, are you Logan or Mike?
Me?
You Logan.
I'll
be Logan, but just way cooler.
You be Logan.
Okay, I'll be Logan, but way cooler. I won't shit on your religion. And then you.
No, you made it
Mike.
real. I love when somebody's successful and doesn't get intimidated from somebody else who has talent. Sometimes you look up to somebody and they definitely look down at you.
Well, they want to suppress your dream. They don't want you to be in the same lane.
Are you saving it for another pod, or have you talked about the impulsive at all and just being done with it?
I f around with my life, so I joke about shit, but I don't make shit real. And he took it to a level where it was like real. I'm at a point right now where I want distance from both of them. I don't want anything to do with it, and I just move on because there's some shit that like obviously we're not going to speak about. Like in a man's life, he has to kind of stand up and draw a line and be like, guys, you got to stop like crossing these boundaries with me. Like this is a little too much. I might take shots if we're joking around, but like we all know that shot wasn't a fucking joke. That like they try to like hit home with me. Like once you let people take advantage of your kindness, it becomes a pattern. And that pattern like grows. And then like, so if I let you disrespect me, then now it's going to be funny for you to disrespect me. And now the guest is going to disrespect me. And now so-and-so is going to disrespect me. And in my mind, I'm like, if I'm sitting here trying to get you guys to go to a different level, to build you, to help you grow, if I'm not getting that same love, then are we friends?
So it's obvious that George felt like he was essentially becoming...
He has a point there. And I never thought about that. I guess that's the old saying, don't take my kindness for weakness thing. You know, if it's funny to hear and I'm the punching bag at this, I guess on the screen, and then I'll be punching back for this guy because now it's funny and I see how you go with it. And, you know, I think it's a subconscious thing and people